Hello dear, my name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, K. Lyndon Toba. My name is Greg Pa. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Tobo village community along the Japanese highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like when we're no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is aired every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we bring it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Tobo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep Focal.
A pleasant good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching us from. Welcome to Focal Online TV, where we bring you the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. Today, I am your presenter on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media, and my name is Rekfina Sipar. I'm here along with my co-presenter. His name is
Lyndon Toba.
And we are here this morning to inform our fellow Liberians about the happening within our country, Liberia, through our newspapers. So this morning, we'll take a look at our daily revision of newspapers in studio. And we'll firstly begin from the Daily Observer newspaper. Here, we have the Front Page Africa newspaper. We have the Hot Pepper newspaper and the New Dawn newspaper. Moving forward, we will bring to you our international news. But with that being said, folks, we take a short break. When we get back, we'll fill you in directly from the Daily Observer newspaper firstly. Thanks for watching. Please continue to share our live stream, as I'll be right back very soon.
Focal TV, bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we bring it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Tobo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online.
Hello dear, my name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, K. Lyndon Toba. My name is Greg Pa. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Tobo village community along the Japanese highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like with no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program?
Okay, folks, welcome back to Focal Online TV, where we bring you the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. I am your presenter. My name is Greg Financier, and I'm here with my co-presenter. His name is K. Linton Topa. How do you feel this morning?
Very, very great. I'm very, very great. Even though the weather has been very cool, relatively wet for a long period of time, but it's good to be back here to do the job that we are supposed to do.
That's great. I mean, in September, it's already cooling down heavy droplets of rain. It's not a small thing. This morning, myself, I had some inches. But thank God we are back here in studio and you are doing good. So this morning, we will firstly begin our news reading from the Daily Observer newspaper. First, I will hit you with the headlines and the news and details. Please stay with me. Catholic bishops want abortion out of public health bill. Catholic bishops want abortion out of public health bill. The news in details. The Catholic Bishop Conference of Liberia has called on the Liberian government and senators to remove the abortion section from the public health bill. The public health bill, which includes the extreme abortion section, is currently under consideration by the Liberian Senate. The statement released by the Catholic Bishop Conference of Liberia, CABICOL, adds to the mounting pressure the Liberian government is facing to remove a section of the public health bill that is estimated to lead to 40,000 babies being aborted in Liberia each year. Senators have been flooded with correspondence from the members of the public expressing concern about the proposed radical change to abortion legislation in Liberia. President, or according to StopAbortionLiberia.com, a website run by Bishop Kotu K. Brown, former president of the Liberia Council of Churches. Under Liberia's current law, abortion is allowed in exceptional circumstances, including where the mother's life is at risk, the event of rape, incest of felonies, intercourse, and disability of the fetus. These are rare situations. The abortion section in the public health will repeal Liberia's current abortion law and replace it with a law that allows abortion for any reason on demand up to when the baby in the womb reaches 14-week gestation. It has been estimated that this change from allowing abortion in exceptional circumstances to allowing abortion on demand will lead to the lives of 40,000 babies being lost to abortion in Liberia every single year. This is a conservative estimate. The actual number could be much higher. A report by the Clinton Health Access Initiative and partners recorded more than 38,000 illegal abortions in Liberia for the year 2021. Based on these estimates, if this law change is made, the figure could exceed 400,000 innocent lives being lost to abortion over the next 10 years in Liberia. Senators can avoid this mass loss of life now by removing this extreme abortion section from the public health bill. Most African countries prohibit abortion except in extreme circumstances, such as threat to the life of the mother, rape or incest, and fetal disability. Most countries in the world likewise prohibit abortion except in extreme circumstances. Only a minority of countries allow abortion on demand. The statement in full from the Catholic Bishop Conference of Liberia reads, "We, the Catholic Bishops of Liberia, express our grave concern and strong opposition or strong opposition to the abortion section of the public health bill that is currently before the Senate. We urge the Liberian government, or we urge the government of Liberia, particularly our Lord's Maker, to remove this section in the bill that would lead to the international murder of innocent and defenseless lives in Liberia through abortion. The commandment of God is unequivocal. Thou shalt not kill. Exodus 20, verse 13. We also urge Catholics and all men and women of goodwill throughout Liberia to speak to their lawmakers and advise them to not support the abortion section in the public health. This is how we move over to another headline under the Daily Observer newspaper. Man 39 charged with statutory rape. Man at 39 years charged with statutory rape. The news in details. A 39-year-old man in Harper, Maryland County has been sent to court for allegedly raping a 16-year-old female. The alleged perpetrator, Sylvester Wiese, who works as a nurse aide at the J.J. Dawson Hospital in Harper, has been charged with the crime of statutory rape, which is in violation of the revised Penal Code of Liberia. Rape, according to Liberian law, is a second-degree felony and is punishable with a maximum sentence of 10 years imprisonment. However, in the case of minor, it is a felony of the first degree, which can grant a maximum sentence of life imprisonment. The case came to light after the mother of the 16-year-old girl victim reported Wiese for allegedly raping her daughter to the Women, Children, and Social Protection section of the Liberian Police in Harper. The mother in her report provided a detailed account of the incident to the police, stating that her daughter had confided in her about assault. According to the victim's testimony, on the evening of August 17, she and her brother Diamond were on their way to buy mosquito coil when Wiese coerced her into entering his house, and there he raped her. When we received the victim complaint, we had her sent to the hospital for medical examination, and the report that came in confirmed that she was raped. The police said in its investigation report. Police investigation also established that Sylvester Wiese admitted to committing the act and is now charged and sent to court on the charges of statutory rape, as the victim is under the age of 18 years. The issue of sexual and gender-based violence, SGBV, particularly rape in Liberia, has reportedly been on the increase despite thousands of Liberians protesting against the crime in 2020 in a bid to draw local and international attention to the country's alarming rate of sexual assault. Rape has been a long-standing concern in 2020 as a result of the wave of anti-rape protests in spite of COVID-19 pandemic. President George Weah declared rape a national emergency and other new measures to tackle the problem after a recent spike in the number of cases in the country, but this has not stopped its increase. Now we move over to Lena Tokpa, who will bring to us the news headlines and the news in details from the front page Africa newspaper.
Thank you, Griffin Alpa, for such a brilliant presentation on Daily Observer News. We move over to front page Africa newspaper. Senate to investigate Waka CCTV footage leakage. Senate to investigate CCTV footage leakage. The Senate decision came following a complaint raised by Senator Wellington Gibbon Smith of Riverside County who expressed serious security concerns and a breach of privacy in accordance with international protocol. The committee is expected to deliver its report on Thursday, September 6, 2023. On Tuesday, August 29, 2023, the opposition Unity Party described an imminent life-threatening situations against its standard bearer, Joseph Boakat, allegedly orchestrated by the ruling coalitions for democratic change government operating. These claims stem from the release of CCTV footage showing Boakat departing the Rabat International Airport early Monday morning. Furthermore, the Unity Party stated that its intelligence bureau had uncovered that the other high-ranking members of the rescue mission, a slogan of the Unity Party, were being tracked on the orders of President Weah. The Liberian Senate on Wednesday, August 30, 2023, voted in favor of a motion mandating its Committee on National Security and Defense to investigate reports and claims made by the opposition Unity Party. The claims allege that CCTV footage of its standard bearer, Joseph Walker, was secretly released to the public. Furthermore, the Unity Party stated that its intelligence bureau had uncovered that other high-ranking members of the rescue mission, the slogan of the Unity Party, were being tracked on the orders of President Weah. During the press conference held at the party's campaign headquarters, Mr. Mohamed Ali, spokesperson of the Unity Party campaign, accused the National Security Agency Deputy Director Sen Sion of unlawfully releasing a closed-circuit TV footage of the Unity Party standard bearer to journalists at the Freedom FM radio stations and surrogate of the CDC. This is how we flip over to another headlines. Jury's elections concludes in Charlotte Musu murder case. After days of back and forth argument, both the prosecution and the defense lawyer concluded the selection of a 15-member jury in the Chalamusu murder case on August 31st, 2023. With this development, Judge Roosevelt Willie of Criminal Court A has scheduled the case from today. During this time, the prosecution is expected to present witnesses who will testify on their behalf. Second account of the indictment states that on the night of February 2023, around the aforementioned time, after the family had finished eating and was inside the house, security guards assigned to the co-defendant's car home heard crying sounds coming from inside the house. As the sound grew louder, security guards Anthony, Anthony Musa and Zion Tai approached the room window of co-defendant's car. During this during this process, they saw the scout upon seeing them started screaming for help, saying there are people in the house. Salamusu, now deceased, was also seen in the bathroom with co-defendant Neaton. This brings us to a closure of the front page African newspaper. Back to you for the continuation of local news on this platform.
Okay, folks, we resume from the New Dawn newspaper, and we have one of the headline: Paramount Chief sentenced to 1 month for compromising rape case. Paramount Chief sentenced to 1 month prison for compromising rape case. Fishtown, Rivergy County, the 15th Judicial Circuit Court in Rivergy County, Southeast Liberia, has charged and sent to prison Paramount Chief Levad Trawali for allegedly compromising a rape case. Chief Trawali was arrested, incarcerated, and subsequently turned over to the court for allegedly compromising a statutory case in Tubo Administrative District, Rivergy County. He is believed to be a resident of Nyantuja Chiefdom, Tuobo Administrative District. Narrating the entire ordeal to reporters, an eyewitness said the incident occurred on September 16, 2022, when suspect Myers Wa allegedly raped a 12-year-old minor, and the case was brought before Chief Tawali. According to the eyewitness, rather than taking matter to the police, the chief allegedly chose the judge the case, something which led to suspect Y escaping. According to Chief Tawada, Chief Tawale was arrested and sent to the Circuit Court in Riverview, where he pleaded guilty on August 30, 2023, and sentenced to the Riverview Prison Center for 1 month. Meanwhile, Riverview County Superintendent Philip Q. Nanyu had commanded Councilor Wise for such a legal action taken against the paramount chief. Superintendent Niwa noted that the precedent will serve as a complete warning to others who may contemplate uncompromising rape cases. He called on the citizens to report all rape cases to relevant authorities of the county for prompt action in line with the law. With this being read out, we move over to another headline under the Newtown newspaper. U.S. imposes visa restrictions on SA Sierra Leone official for undermining their country's democratic process. U.S. imposes visa restriction on Sierra Leone officials for undermining their country's democratic process. The news in details. 2 months after election in Sierra Leone, the United States government has announced of new visa restriction for Sierra Leoneans attempting to undermine the June 2023 presidential election in the neighboring country. Secretary of State Anthony J. Blinken says the new visa restriction policy is under Section 212A to the C of the Immigration and Nationality Act for those involved in undermining the democratic process in the June 2023 Sierra Leone election. Mr. Blinken says the United States is committed to supporting and advancing democracy in Sierra Leone and around the world. Under this policy, the United States will pursue visa restriction for those believed to be responsible for or complicit in undermining democracy in Sierra Leone, including through the manipulation of rigging of the electoral process, intimidating intimidation of voters, election observers, or civil society organizations through threat or act of physical violence, or the abuse or violation of related human rights in Sierra Leone. He announced in a statement issued on Thursday, 31 August. Sierra Leoneans went to the poll on 24 June 2023, in which incumbent President Julius Maada Bio was declared winner, receiving 1,566,932 votes, of 56.17% of the total cast, against main challenger Samura Kamara of the All People's Congress APC, who received 1,148,262 votes, representing 41.16%, as announced by the Sierra Leonean Electoral Commission. The pronouncement by the U.S. comes at the time West Africa gradually slips back to military rule, scratching democratic rule, particularly in Francophone West Africa, with the latest being Gabon. It also comes barely 1 month and 10 days before Liberians go election on October 10, 2023, in which 20 candidates are vying, including incumbent President George Manubia. Kaylin Dontopa is now being turned over to you from the Hard Pepper newspaper standpoint.
Thank you, Griffin, for such a splendid coordination as always. Hot Pepper newspaper now. President Weah dedicates jetty rubber processing factory. While on his 2023 victory campaign tour in Magidi County, His Excellency President George Manneh Weah on Thursday, August 31st, 2023, dedicated a jetty rubber processing factory. The landmark initiative being undertaken by former Indian Honorary Consul General of Jiva Shanji Sadiva, alias Jetty in Wheeler, Sintal Township. The factory came about a result of the National Legislature passing an investment incentive agreement between the Republic of Liberia and the Jetty Robert LLC on December 21st, 2021. A 15-year agreement that enables the company to construct, develop, and operate a national rubber processing production plant for the productions of tires, condoms, hand gloves, rain boot, rubber bands, and other natural rubber products. The rubber factory, which is the first major processing plant in Liberia, is expected to, to process 5,000 tons of rubber per year and bring significant benefits to the economy. After the dedication ceremony, President Weah was flanked by the Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Joel Howard Taylor, Ministers of Commerce and Industry, Marvin Beats, other officials of government, as well as partisans and supporters of the ruling Coalition for Democratic Change (CDC). This brings us to a move to another headlines. McGill envisages a new Liberia on Weah's second term, tells opposition to give Weah a chance. Former Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, now leading senatorial candidate of Margibi County, Nathaniel Fallon McGill, has called on the opposition community to give President Weah, George M. Weah, the chance to lead the country to a new dawn, which he said the president has already embarked upon and needs a little more time to learn the citizenry in the promised land. Making remarks on Wednesday, August 30, 2023, in Kakata at the political rally commemorating the Coalition's Democratic Change 2023 victory campaign towards in the county, McGill called on Liberians to narrow their choices in the 2023 general and presidential year, as it is clear that no Liberian is fit as President Weah to lead the peoples into a new Liberia. He emphasized that none of the opposition candidate has what it takes to lead the country to where President Weah is taking it. So we want to tell the opposition to wait. But for now, just to wait for President Weah to do his 12 years and take us to the new Liberia, the promised land he wants to take the country to the opposition. The president in his race, not because of himself, but because of we are talking about the young people who don't have the opportunities to go to school then, but whose future can now be secure with what the president has done and what he still intends to do for the country. My dear Sergeant, this brings us to a close of the Hot Pepper newspaper. Back to you, Gafina, for the continuations of news on this platform.
Thanks to you, K. Lyndon Topa, for filling in this morning, especially as it relates to the front page African newspaper and the Hot Pepper newspaper. Okay, folks, take a short break. When we be back, I'll fill you in on international news. Our sources for today is the CNN newspaper. So before we leave, please try to get yourself a newspaper. It's being sold at a maximum amount of 50 Liberian, and the minimum is 40 Liberian. We encourage you to get yourself a newspaper because here on Focal Online TV, especially the daily edition of Inside the Print Media, we only bring you top stories relating to our country and the world at large. So in order to be informed about everything about our country, try to get yourself a newspaper and be familiar with all of the information and trending within our country like Liberia. Just notify our viewers, Noreen Sadrak, following live from Amplified Creating, so following. We appreciate all of our viewers this morning. We take a short break, folks. Once we get back, I fill you in with these interesting top story from CNN. Thanks so much.
Hello dear, my name is K. Lyndon Toba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, K. Lyndon Toba. My name is Gafina Nkorishpa. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Tobo village community along the Japanese highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like when we're no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper, to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is aired every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And guess what?
Wow.
We bring you hot stories of our trending situation within our country, Liberia. Imagine hearing stories from Hot Pepper newspaper, from the Daily Observer newspaper, from Front Page Africa. Are you a lover of Front Page Africa?
Oh yes, I'm a lover of
Front Page Africa, and the Women Voices, and a lot more. Not forgetting international news, BBC,
Wow.
CNN, ABC News. We bring you headlines from those standpoints.
Wow, that is very, very, very amazing.
So we say, join us every day on the Daily.
Focal TV. Bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focal. Focal TV. Bringing you innovation to broadcasting, news, views, comments, and analysis of issues happening in Liberia and the rest of the world. Focal TV, with check and balance, we break it as it unfolds. Focal TV, bringing you face to face with newsmakers in town. Focal TV, the best online platform in broadcasting. Focal TV, located at Topo Village, Somalia Drive, Liberia. Be the part and experience the best in online broadcasting. Keep focal.
Hello dear, my name is K. Lyndon Togba. I'm in search of a platform where I can get credible information of our daily happenings in Liberia and the world at large.
Hello, K. Lyndon Togba. My name is Perfina Nkoreshpa. Haven't you heard about Focal Online TV?
You say Focal Online TV?
Focal Online TV is located within a Topo Village community along the Japanese Highway.
Tell me more about the platform.
This platform, called Focal Online TV Daily Edition of Inside the Print Media, does not encourage any form of dialogue between the viewers and the presenters.
Oh, you mean nobody calling there?
No, you can't call on a show. Let me talking out like with no calling there. So all you can do is you will listen to the news, and they can also encourage you to buy the newspaper to listen to the news in details.
But do you do viewer recognition at times?
Oh yes, we do viewer recognition. When you are watching, we notify you, and sometimes we even appreciate you on a show, telling you thank you for always following us. We also encourage you to share the live stream, because the more you share the live stream, we transform and we transition ourselves as a broadcast team as well.
Wow. So when can I better get this program you are talking about?
This program is aired every Monday to Friday at 10 a.m. to 10:45. The program runs for 45 minutes.
Wow.
And guess what?
Wow.
We bring you hot stories of our trending situation within our country, Liberia. Imagine hearing stories from Hot Pepper newspaper, from the Daily Observer newspaper, from Front Page Africa. Are you a lover of Front Page Africa?
Oh yes, I'm a lover of
Front Page Africa, and the
back to the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. So we begin straightly with our international news. Our source for today is CNN. One of the headline reads, French ambassador in Niger still defies Junta's deadline to quit the country. French ambassador in Niger states, quote, defies Junta's deadline to quit the country. The news institutes. France ambassador to Niger is playing put in a West African country in defiance of an ultimatum by its military rulers ordering his exit within 48 hours on Friday. French involved civilian Ati was asked to leave by the junta for refusing to attend a meeting scheduled with Niger's foreign minister, including other actions by the French government that are against Niger's interests. The Nigerian Foreign Ministry said last week. French President Emmanuel Macron said on Monday that Ati will not leave Niger despite the expiration of the junta's deadline. Speaking at a conference for French ambassadors, Macron said France's policy towards Niger is the right one and stated that it was based on the commitment of our diplomats, of our ambassador on the ground who remains in spite of pressures, in spite of everything, and in spite of all the declarations made by illegitimate or illegitimate authorities. France does not recognize Niger military authorities and insists that deposed President Mohamed Bazoum, who was stopped in a coup last month, remains the country's only legitimate authority. We must be clear, coherent in supporting a democratical elected leader like Bazoum, Macron also said Monday. This is how we transition to another headline under the CNN News. And we will begin with the headline as it relates to Ukraine forces penetrate first line Russian defense on certain front. Ukraine forces penetrate first line of Russian defense on certain front. So the news in details. Ukraine forces said they have penetrated the first line of Russian strongholds in the Zaporizhzhia region in a sign of the KYIV is edging closer to Moscow's sprawling network of fortified trenches along the southern front. The Ukrainian military claimed its forces were pushing towards the village of Novoprokhy, east of Rabutin, a village in Zaporizhia that KYIV secured last week amid a cooling counter-offensive that is yielding incremental gains. They have been successful and they are also consolidating their position, inflating authorities' fire on the identified enemy targets and conducting counter battery operations, the military general staff said on Friday. This is how we close down on our news segment here within our country Liberia in the war at large. And firstly, we will just want quickly to talk about the issue of rape in our country Liberia. And it's something that needs to be aired out every time. It's something that we need to always talk about because it's important and it's also essential. Rape is something that should be vindicated from our nature as African or as Liberians because rape has a penalty. Sometimes it lasts for 10 years, sometimes it goes beyond. So this is just a SOS call to all of our brothers out there. Killing not about hearing in some cases, hearing most of the time, not in some cases, that a female rape or male is kind of difficult
Yeah, it's kind of difficult.
in our setting
Yeah,
here.
in our
Now,
contemporary Liberian
yes.
setting, it's kind of difficult. It is the men who normally rape these people. I don't really get it because this is very disgusting. You understand? Why would you want to rape? Why would you want to rape a child? And, especially a 16-year-old minor for that. I mean, she's very serious. I think serious action should be taken against that particular individual who has committed such a grave. Very great.
Sure. And then sometimes when things occur, you see some people who have high ranks within the community, they sometimes try to compromise these things. So it happened with the paramount chief in River G County, Fishtown, and he was being held for 1 month imprisonment.
I think in the rural parts of Liberia, that issue is very very common. I applaud the government for the action they are taking to swiftly set an example on the paramount chief. So looking at the paramount chief, the government has already set an example on him, and he will be incarcerated for the period of 1 month. As per the story you read, I think there will be a very strong example that nobody will want to easily compromise the issues about rape, because this issues about rape is very very disgusting. This is something that should not be compromised by any other person. You will notice in the rural parts of Liberia, the people will want to shield the perpetrator. Yeah, connect talking family
Yeah,
with.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They always want to compromise it.
yeah.
And rape is something that shouldn't be compromised. It
Mhm.
leads to a lot of damages. So whenever it happens, you try to make the first move and do not compromise it. It can be your brother, it can be your sister, or family member who is helping. Report it. If you are female, you are under the sound of my voice, you are watching me. Do not compromise any form of rape, even sexual assault, sexual harassment. Do not, because it leads to something that is very terrible. Sometimes it brings stigma. It does. It brings stigma. Sometimes it brings depression if it is not being managed or well handled, and it's really really bad.
Yeah. That is very necessary. Like most instances when somebody is being raped, you will see people pointing finger at that person. Oh, let me get down there. What a rape. Let it get down there. What a rape. Let it get down there. And she feels, and she feels very,
Stigma,
and
yeah.
she feels very shame. And, this is why I think if the government can even take one step of the very step they have taken, it will be a boost towards the fight of rape in Liberia. Maybe they can attach a clause to it that anybody who agrees on the line that somebody is being raped, when that particular thing is being investigated, we would definitely attach you with a bonus. I think that could be a very impressive and fight against all
Yes,
this kind
it,
of thing.
it some negative side because you will see people because of money issue they want to lie even if somebody is not raped. I,
And this,
I don't know.
and this is why I said they should, they should investigate, because now they have a machine,
Yeah.
they have a medical machine that can determine as to what the complaint or what the complainer is saying is actually authentic.
Yes.
Mhm.
So I mean I don't know if the medical machine is being placed in the different rural areas. That's one thing.
That could be another limitation
Yes. So there's a way you carry on the issue of rape, and
Mhm.
people need to know that when someone is raped, there are a lot of things you do first. So if when someone is being raped, immediately you don't just carry them to take bath. So it's another. I think it should be another discussion for another day on the focal women talk. What can you do when someone is raped, or how to work along with a rape case. I think it's something that will be okay. So you can join us next Wednesday and let's talk about the issue of rape so that you can know some of the procedure. When someone is raped, there are certain things you do, certain things you don't do in order to secure evidence. Yes, there are
Mhm.
certain things you do. So this particular issue is the first headline under the Daily Observer newspaper. It came to my attention this morning while reading before entering studio relating to the abortion bill, the abortion public health bill that will soon be passed. I don't know, sooner date. But I think voting is ongoing and you can vote at stopabortionliberia.com. It's the website where you can vote and you can decide whether you want abortion to be legalized within our country like Liberia. I mean, it was at that point, but it has some restrictions.
So what is your own point? Yeah, because you are a female, you should be anchoring on behalf of the female. What is your own positions about that
So,
particular bill?
so looking at some statistics
Mhm.
and looking at the health side, I would rather prefer not passing this public health bill. My reason is just genuine and it's just being honest. You will see a lot of people, a lot of babies being killed the death rates in our country will increase on a maximum level each year, and that's one. So I feel the bills that have already been passed before is okay for that level, where you only have abortion taking place when you are faced with rape, felonies, and some medical health condition. Then it's a must that maybe the medical doctor tells you that because of so and so reason you can have a child, then automatically you have to do an abortion.
Yeah, a life threatening.
Yes, or life threatening cases. So I support that. But now we're in a case for no reason. For no reason, the bill should be passed. So anytime anyone want to do abortion, even if the baby is around 14 weeks, anytime anyone wants to do abortion, they can go ahead and do abortion. I don't support that. I prefer the current law that allow abortion in exceptional circumstances. That I should say, in exceptional circumstances, including the mother life at risk, even like rape, incest, or fetal intercourse, disability of the fetus. These are rare situations that we can cope with. But now we're in for no reason. For just no reason on demand. You just have to have abortion. No, no, no. I don't support this. But again, you have people who are 14 now, and I'll just go up the website. It's stopabortionliberia.com. Stopabortionliberia.com. Our technical staff will try to indicate that in the comment section. If you want to vote, everybody have their rights, and you have to implement your freedom as a Liberian, what you want and what you don't. So it's here, and the Catholic bishop are talking about these things, and pastors are also talking about these things to do away with them. So it's time. I mean, it's time we join together. Spiritual leaders can join together and try not for this bill to be passed, because our country will be leading in a different foot in killing and so far.
Definitely. The issue about adoption, I would never encourage any person to do it.
You will never.
Yes,
You are on
never.
air, and we are
Yes.
hearing you. You will never.
I would never encourage any other person
Okay.
to get involved into adoption act, because if we try to get to the root cause and try to inject some biblical perspective, I don't think at no point in time the Bible ever honored the idea of adoption. So why should we want to encourage, or why should we want to incentivize other people to engage into adoption? But again, the opinions of the medical experts could be tolerated on some level. Like for instance, if somebody is being gang raped, and after he or she has been gang raped and noticed that he or she was has become
But
pregnant.
that have been a current law. There have been a current law already. But now they are saying for no reason on demand, abortion should be free. If you want to do it, even at the 14 weeks, you can go and have abortion for no reason.
No.
So that is very bad. That is very bad. So, folks, thanks for watching. Lawrence Sadrak, thanks for watching. Walker CMJ Flourish, thanks for watching. Giffen Aratibe Jr., following from Veterans Bureau of Liberia. Thanks for joining us. Shelton Duo, I'm following. Thanks for following. And this is how we close down on the daily edition of Inside the Print Media. My name is Vekfina Sipar, and I'm saying happy new month to all of you. Today is September 1st, 2023, and today is the beginning of the weekend. Thank God it's Friday. Happy new week to all of you. Happy weekend, to all of you. And we pray and hope that you stay strong in these troubling moments as we gear towards our elections. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back again hopefully on Monday to bring you important information relating to our country, Liberia, and the world at large. With that being said, thank God it's Friday. Do have yourself a pleasant good day.